Welcome, Taurus, to the month of April.
I'm Ava.
I am Trudy, and you are at Virtual Tarot. We are the only tarot psychic duo
In the entire universe.
on YouTube, and maybe in the universe.
Of course.
If you are a psychic duo reading the tarot monthly for all 12 signs, send us an email.
Right.
We'd like to meet you.
Yes,
Both of you.
Both of you. Yeah. You could be the psychic foursome.
There you go. So, anywho, here we are. We are together once again.
Yes. Can you believe it?
You guys were asking.
Yes. We had all kinds of conjectures about why we weren't together.
And you don't like the new format.
What they were saying is, I sense that you and Trudy aren't getting along anymore.
Oh,
we had
really?
a lot of those emails.
You're kidding.
Yes.
I didn't see those.
Yes, they came in.
Oh my gosh.
And I said, no, not at all. I just couldn't hear what she was saying.
In fact, right now we're playing footsie.
Oh,
We get along just fine.
that's right.
Don't worry about us.
No.
We're
we have
burning
no
up
problem.
Mom Bell every single morning, right?
Right. I'm saying that Trudy's the only woman I can call at 6:30 in the morning and talk about Schopenhauer, and she doesn't hang up on me.
That's true.
There's no other woman in the world that will do
Yes.
that. So,
Okay, so here we go.
What the hell are we here for?
in the month of April for Taurus.
Oh, yes. All right.
And we're doing the earth signs.
Good.
So we wanted to let you know that it is March still, and it is spring break, and we are on the beach. We'll be filming bios here shortly.
Shortly.
So
if
please
we can
tune
get
in.
out there before the sun sets,
Yes.
we're trying.
We did gain an hour today,
Oh, yes.
which
What
we
time-
realized.
What time is it, Ashley?
I have no idea.
Wasn't that good news?
Oh, it's 4:30.
4:30.
Yes, we'll be fine.
We'll
So,
be fine.
anywho, I just wanted to let you know that it is still the month of March, and we're going to do a recap for you and let you know sort of what's going on in the month of March, and then we're going to move on toward April.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's talk about the 4-card spread a little bit and what
All right.
it is.
For those of you newbies who don't know why we are here or what we do a 4-card spread, and that the first card represents the overall environment of the month of April coming up, and the second card
Represents challenges or things that you may not, challenges, not things that you may not expect. Challenges are things that bum you out and stretch you out.
That's right.
Okay.
And third card is the unexpected. So by watching us, then you know what to expect, which is why a prognostication is valuable.
Yes, and then the last card represents the outcome, and we're going to talk a little bit about the entire narrative moving into May. So there you go. All right, and let's get moving with last month's recap and last
right.
month's 4-card spread for Taurus for the month of March, which is going on now.
Let's peruse that right now.
Okay, so the first card,
Was
remember, the 2 of Swords.
2 of Swords.
Yes.
The river of denial.
Yes. Denial is a river in Egypt.
It's a river in Egypt, yes. So
And
you
it's
were
also the 2 of Swords.
You were traveling on your Zen boat on the river of denial.
Yes.
Yes.
That was sort of the flavor.
Flavor of the month.
Yes. And a couple of meanings there. Why would you be in denial?
Well, you could be in denial for many reasons. Usually, it's either confusion about the issues, or that you're self-deluded, or that you really just don't want to face the truth of something because it would put you in a position in which you may not want to make the choice that you have to.
And disrupt the status quo, which
Yeah.
maybe you like it.
Maybe you like how it is right now and you don't want it to change.
But it's stressing you out. It's a mental stressor.
Yes, anytime that your heart and mind are not in a compatible relationship, you're going to feel that as a repercussion in negative moods, negative feelings, and negative events.
And you may actually, because the next cards that came up were people cards.
People guys, yes.
So you may have not wanted to tell your truth to a couple of these people, because the next card we had in the challenge position was the King of Cups. So this is like a sympathetic male who's challenging you with, he's maybe suddenly emotionally available, and he's popped up, and he's offering advice. He's kind, gentle, and what else is
Giving.
He's giving, yes, of the heart.
Of the heart,
Yes.
and of more than the heart. Sometimes they're just, they're not perfect, so they may try to buy your love with just emotional reward too. So sometimes the King of Cups is not completely without those lower instincts too, which is that they manipulate through emotions. So.
But he's in the upright.
But he's in the upright,
Yes, so that's
you can
a
deal with
challenge.
it.
Yeah.
You can deal with it.
And then we had in the next position another people card, which was in the position of the unexpected. Unexpectedly, we have this Queen of Pentacles, who is inverted. Now, this would be the hippie queen, okay? So
The
she...
house is disheveled queen.
Yeah, but she's an earthy, hippie,
Yeah.
sort of outside of the bounds of... What it's kind of like the Hierophant.
It is. See, I don't give a damn about the house queen.
Yes.
And I'm not going to do the laundry this week because I'm tired. So.
Right. Or it's a queen who just really doesn't know how to take care of her money.
Right. So she may be overspent. So you might be dealing with someone who's spent too much money, is not able to manage,
isn't secure financially,
her domain.
And then in the very, very, very last position,
Yes.
we had, let me see, what was it? Judgment.
Judgment.
Yes. Upright. There was a
Upright.
revelation at the end of the month.
Woohoo.
And you were able to come to a sort of a consciousness that helped you to get out of the boat and off the river, I think, right?
Out of the boat, off the river, and also out of that. The coffin represents a place where you really don't know anything. You're in the dark. So you're totally in the dark about things, and you just are, but you don't know why you are where you are, what you're doing. You really don't know. And so this is about coming to know that, and in a sharp and almost as if a light were to come into you, and suddenly you have total clarity.
It's almost like Bram Stoker Dracula. We were talking about that a little bit earlier.
See,
but Dracula sleeps in a coffin.
Oh.
And why? Because he cannot be seen in the daylight, because he'll sort of disintegrate. I mean, he's that fragile.
Yes.
So this is kind of like the opening up the drapes and letting the light come in.
And all your Draculas inside disappear. Because that's, I guess, what that metaphor
Energy
is all
vampires.
about, isn't it? Is that the Draculas are really a part of the lower psyche, those parts of you that haunt you, your fears. And so what cures that is the light of day, light of pure consciousness, light of reason and awareness.
I thought of energy vampires too. I don't know why. There are people like, what is a vampire? I mean, somebody who like steals
your energy.
your energy, right?
Yeah,
And we
but I
talk
always
about-
think that you have to be complicit in that.
Okay, so moving right into next month.
Anyway, we digress.
Okay, I think we should go ahead and
Do it.
yeah, let's go for it. How about that?
Let's do it, Taurus.
Let's find
I have
out.
a moon in Taurus.
She does. Thank God for that.
Yes.
We'd be in terrible trouble if it wasn't for her moon in Taurus. Okay, let's go ahead and put white light on these
light.
cards.
Oh, I forgot the light.
Please, all of our viewers and
Right out in
Taurians
the palm
at
of your hand,
home,
send some white light into the cards right now. Taurus, please.
white light surrounding your digital devices, your mobile devices.
Your head. And that's it.
And off we go.
It worked. Thank you, Taurus.
You are the star. Wow. We were talking about inspiration in February.
Oh.
Finding the inspiration
Yay.
that you need to become
Star.
The center of the solar system.
The center, well, yes, the sun. The sun is, well, the star.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The sun is the center of the solar system.
That's true.
Right. But stars are divine beings.
Yes, they are.
They are. And so...
And you got some star buddies around you here, if you look at
star
this.
buddies, you have minor stars.
Yes. But there's some star buddies. So, like, your star is rising.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you're actually feeling very hopeful.
Oh, tremendous hope in this card.
Your wish looks as if it is within reach.
Yes. This is the wish fulfillment card.
Mm-hmm.
And your wish is about to come true. And not only that, but you have your 1 foot in the deep waters of your subconscious. So you're not afraid to look at yourself on a deeply emotional level. You're not being impractical either, because your other leg is on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So you are completely grounded. So that is what will allow you to make your dream, your star, your inspiration manifest.
Okay. Do you want to move to the next card?
Let's move.
I don't know what else we can really say about that one.
It's just so positive we have no words to describe it.
Yes. And it's major.
It's major.
So it's meant to happen.
So if you happen to be a movie star or an aspiring movie star, well, you're about to become one. So whether that movie star is in the actual films or the film of your own life,
Mm-hmm.
you're about to star in the film of your own life.
Wow. Interesting after last month. The challenge once again. Last month we had the inverted Queen of Pentacles. This month in the position of challenge we have the 9 of Pentacles. This is the independent, financially solid woman who has created a beautiful environment for herself. And it's a sustainable environment. Now this is in the position of challenge. So reflecting that.
So yes, occasionally there are only particular things that shine out from a card to me, and do you know what it is this time? It's the snail.
Really?
See it?
That's so funny.
But you know why?
Why?
Because symbolically, what it represents is, you see, it's moving across the garden, and her garden.
Mm-hmm.
So it represents the effort to get from the beginning to the end. Now the snail moves very, very slowly, with a great deal of effort, fortitude, determination, and singular purpose. And it's the symbol of how she got to where she is. Because see how far away still she has to go? But she's not daunted by the fact that she's not quite reached the end of the garden, the snail. She nonetheless revels in the task. And she wants to accomplish her aim, and she's not at all worried about how far she's got to go. Because she's full of singular determination. And that's why she's attained to the position she's in right there. So as your challenge, you want all that. You want all the things that success would mean in whatever field you're in. Well, then be like that little snail and just slither across your particular garden, and don't worry about how far you have to go. Enjoy the view.
It's an interesting interpretation.
Thank you.
The thing I noticed, of course, was the fact that it's a vineyard she's in.
Of course, this is another interpretation.
And it's so funny because I was listening to Alan Watts and he was talking about Noah, and he's like, Noah was a smart guy.
Oh.
Because the first thing he did after he got off the ark
Yeah.
was plant a vineyard.
There you go.
So, I mean, that is the ultimate luxury, fine wine.
Uh-huh.
It is, you know, the top note of any fine dinner, any fine living experience, okay?
Uh-huh.
So that seems to be sort of a part of this fine living.
Is it bread and wine and thou?
I don't know.
Is the poem?
Oh.
That's all you need is bread, wine, and you, my dear.
There you go. But fine living comes to
Yeah.
mind because this is the challenge. And, you know.
But it takes effort, is what the card is all about.
It does.
And it takes the sacrifice of your freedom.
It does.
Really. Because she didn't spend all her time partying. She didn't go out. She maintained a beautiful garden.
It's the archetype of the woman or the man who is willing to spend weekends at Home Depot.
That's right.
In order to create this really wonderful home environment. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Remodeling and attending to the details.
Yeah. Metaphorically, it could be your industry. It could be your business. It could be your career also that you are willing, or your art.
And that's your challenge because you may not have time to do that if you're like trying to chase your star.
That's right. Well,
I mean, you're going after
a beautiful dream.
Yes.
And in that you have to make an effort towards it, a practical effort towards that.
Right.
So let's see what is unexpected. That card has reared its head many times today.
Here we go. I gotta tell you, my son is a Taurus, okay? We have the 10 of Swords in the position of the unexpected. Okay, this is the card of the victim.
Yeah.
It's a card of the abused.
Yes, it's some sort of abuse.
Yes, it could be.
It's cumulative too.
And it's unexpected.
Unexpected and cumulative. It's not just once. It's about a history of that, because the 10, it took a while to get those 10 swords in there. Each one didn't occur at the same time.
Yeah, it looks to me as if it's sort of giving up on something.
Well, giving in.
That
you give in.
Yeah,
give
you
in
just
to
can't.
You can't fight the, because this is a force of will over yours, because
bitter pills that you've had to swallow.
The swords are sort of emblematic of intellectual overbearingness. Somebody's being overbearing and sending sharp, critical knives into you, which have accumulated in you, and you feel immediately deflated.
But this also just kind of like comes out of nowhere. Like, we haven't really had any swords.
Right.
So this is just like quick, unexpected, coming out of nowhere.
So somebody may betray you unexpectedly, betray your trust, betray your good-heartedness.
Speak poorly of you behind your back, change other people's perceptions.
Perceptions of you, and things like that. People are, of course, not equally evolved. It's not to become angry at any of that. It's just to accept the events that happen to you and to move on from them.
Or maybe you're not aware that these events have been accumulating and that they will, in the end, bite you.
Yeah, come back to bite you, yeah.
They come back to bite you.
Well, I've got to see how it ends. Oh.
Wow. Well, Taurus is an earth sign, so we have the 10 of Pentacles reversed. And last month, once again, we had the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Now we have the 10. So it seems as if there is some concern over being financially supported and secure. And maybe some of that security has been stripped away in the last 2 months. Even though your star is rising and you've resolved some issues, last month you're finding your inspiration once again, says the star. There's been an event that has just sort of like crept up on you. That is, it's kind of like the last thing that you're gonna put up with, okay? The last ugly taunt, okay? The last negative thought about your star, okay? And I don't know why that's coming up, but maybe it's like other people not believing in you.
Yeah, no, you lack of family support.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, yeah, and it's not only,
and it could be
these are 2
financial
10s.
and material.
These are 2 10s, so it feels as if they're sort of attached
It's
to one
funny.
another. If you don't allow me to continue to torment you, I will pull back practical support.
Practical support.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so it's a pulling back of practical support from, it could be,
Or could be a giving up of
or
practical support.
right, having to give it up, removing it deliberately from not practically supporting something or somebody who's maybe wounding you.
Right.
It could be that scenario too. And or feeling that so there's also the idea that you're losing money somewhere. You know, money's falling out of your pocket. It's falling away from you. So something, you might have to spend some money.
Yeah, and it's also a loss of status too.
A little bit.
Yeah, it can be like sort of, you know, the family's losing.
Or there's just a
some
delay.
of the status.
Just a delay.
Yes.
A delay.
Or a desire for practical support that isn't coming
right.
from family.
But a delay perhaps in support. Or a delay in say you have you're owed money from an organization. It doesn't have to be family. From a team, from a structured organization.
Yes.
And you aren't able to get as much, maybe all of the money that you need, or some of the money that you need. You're not able to receive it. There's a delay, there's a block, there's something like that.
There's a lot going on this month.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, but we open with this star.
Oh yeah, and so that you see is the most important card of the deck, because
this other stuff is just going on, and sometimes when we're chasing our star, yeah, we're chasing that, we have to give other things up, and sometimes there's backbiting that happens.
There's backbite, people,
disappointment, rejection.
Right, and you know, when we pursue our dreams, we put ourselves out there openly for criticism.
Yeah, and here you go. I mean, there may be, I mean, you're not getting supported in this.
Right.
But your challenge is to maintain the finer things in life.
Or if you are, in a sense, say you've performed, you are performing,
you're a performer.
You're a performer, you may not get the money for your gig. You know, there's always that. There's so many people that tell me that they create an album, and they put it out there, and then all the money is stolen from them.
Oh yeah.
And they don't get any of it.
That's why people are releasing their own albums now.
Right.
That's why YouTube, their last album, they gave it away.
Yeah,
to try and crash the industry.
Who are experiencing this, they cannot get their just due financially.
Really appreciate it.
Yes, and we hope to see you in the month of May.
And if you would like a council card, please click on the link below. You can, for less than a cup of coffee,
she likes to say,
at Starbucks, not at my house, but at Starbucks, you can subscribe to all 12 council cards. And these are great because they are spiritual commentary on the 4-card spread. You won't want to miss them. Please click the link below. Also, we offer personal and private readings. And I am sweating, and I just had water dripping down my leg. But if you would like a personal or private reading, please go to our website, virtualtarot.wordpress.com. Click on the purchase reading page. And then you can look around and see which reading resonates with you. At that point, email us at ava@trudy@yahoo.com. We'll get right back to you right away. Have full and complete confidence.
Absolutely. In our connection to spirit. We have an intimate relationship with spirit. And
Yes,
we'd
we
like
do.
to connect you with spirit too.
And that said,
That's it.
I think that's it. We're going to go frolic on the beach and talk to camera about who we are, why we're here, and why we are the most psychic duo on YouTube. Multiverse and subterranean cavities where the aliens dwell.
That's right.
Okay, bye.
Bye. All right, done.
Gonna do it right and do it again, yeah. I look into the sky with all its beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout, take a look and see a beautiful morning that turns into a beautiful evening, and together make a beautiful life. And if you wanna see, then come along with me, that's right. And if you want a good tomorrow, it's pretty simple, gotta find a light to follow. And if you do, you have a future real bright. And it's a combination of consistency. Come on and sing, oh, 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 oh. Come on, come on, come on and sing, yeah. Come on, come on, come on and sing. Oh, 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 oh. Come on, come on, come on and sing, yeah. Come on, come on, come on and sing. With another sunrise, it's a brand new day, so gonna make a little list to keep the worries away. I gotta dance just a little bit, move to be free. Keep my head up, don't forget to be me. Like I won $1 million, like a hit to pay dirt. Gonna smile from ear to ear, the kind that makes your face hurt. And we'll laugh, jump, sing loud, not afraid to shout about being happy, living it out. Take a look and see a beautiful morning that turns into a beautiful evening, and together make a beautiful life. And if you wanna see, then come along with me, that's right. And